Hello everyone, Yellow here, and welcome to a game that I'm very excited to talk about. It is Space Rangers 2: A War Apart. This is a very cool game. It's a turn-based RPG in space, where you get a ship and you fly around the giant galaxy they give you, well, big galaxy they give you, fight pirates, fight evil aliens, do missions, diplomacy, trading, whatnot. It's awesome. So let's start new game. Actually, no, let's go back. First of all, this is a pelling ship. Doesn't matter. We have planetary battles here, text quests, and arcade battles. One of the reasons why I really like this game is it has text quests, which are logic-based, luck-based, and math-based, and it's just very versatile. And it has planetary battles, which are real-time mini robot control battles, so an RTS, basically. A little bit like StarCraft, where you get to customize your own robots and battle other robots, that is. And then there's the arcade battles, where you are on one ship and you fly around destroying other ships in a top-down RPG-ish thing. Real time this time. But now we're going to jump into a new game. There are 5 races. There's Malox, there's Pellings, there's Humans, Fae, and Guardians. I'm going to give you a quick explanation on what they are before we go into the specializations. There's the Malox, which are a warrior race of ogre/orc-like creatures, which are generally very aggressive, so they don't go well with the sciencey Garls and Faeans, but they're generally the aggressive warlike types. And there's the Pellings, which are literally a race of pirates. That's basically all there is to them. If you're a pirate, they're your best friend. Then there's the Humans, pretty standard, pretty boring, good for trading, pretty standard. Then there's the Faes, which are, well, they're very brainiac-y, sciencey guys, as you can see from their giant head right there. Oh, excuse me. They are very smart, they get the newest technologies first. And then there's of course the Garls. These guys are the more philosophical race, and they're also very smart. And they have a lot of positives in technology. Basically, the technology spectrum goes as it does here, with the best technology being with the Garls, technology that breaks the slowest, and Malak technology is breaking the fastest, and everything in between breaking at a in-between rate. Now we have the specializations as well. There's the Warriors, which are basically, you start with usually good relations with your current race. Not very high amount of credits to your account, to your name, but you generally have a little battleship. Then there's the Mercenary, which is more of a slightly illegal one. No, that's not quite true. Yeah, for example, for the Pelling, it's bad reputation with all races. These all have different things with them. So it's not like the Warrior is going to be the same for every race. But basically, the Warrior is mostly military, and that's mostly the kinds of quests you'll get. Then there's the Mercenary, which is more towards the merchant and trading type thing. Usually the Warriors are kind of bad to start with because they don't get much money at all. Then there's a Merchant, of course. You usually get a very large ship, usually some trading resources as well, but you don't get many weapons or very good equipment. Then there's the Corsair, slightly illegal already, getting into the trade of drugs and alcohol and whatnot. And there's a flat-out pirate who's usually got a strained reputation with at least 3 races and is just generally equipped for pirating. As you can see, like, the Warrior let's say the Human Warrior has a small but very well protected ship. Typical Warrior stereotype. Excellent protective screen, no money, poor reputation with Pellings. This is typical Warrior. Well equipped for war, but can't survive. On their own, at least. Slow, highly armoured ship for the Mercenary. Equipment is old and worn, plenty of money in the bank. A massive batch of minerals and storage. Excellent reputation with Malox and Pellings. Basically, kind of in the Warrior, but as you can see, they've already got plenty of money in the bank and a massive batch of minerals which they can sell. Merchant, spacious, but slow-moving, well-equipped ship. Basically, big ship, no weapons. Almost. Or at least very bad ones. Enough money in the bank to conduct business, friendly reputation with all races except for Malox. I'm not surprised. Corsair, small maneuverable ship with good weaponry and a brand new radar. Fairly large bank account. Awful reputation with gals and pillings. Normally the pirates always have a bad reputation with someone. I guess with all races except Malox. I guess you generally have a bad reputation with at least one race. I'm pretty sure there's one here that isn't that bad. Yeah, see? Galleon doesn't have bad reputation with anybody. Well, not at least where it's stated. So, Corsair, we've already covered that. Pirate, speedy ship, quality weaponry and equipment, no money in the bank, strained reputation with 3 races. So, I normally go Galleon. Gal. I'm used to calling them Galleons because that's the Russian name for them. Malok, Pelling, Human, Fae, Gal. The humans have very nice ships. As do the Gals, really, but in this game I prefer the human ships over the Galleon ones. The Faes... you can change the portrait, of course, but let's go something that hides that face. Yeah, no. Yeah, I like this mask one. Cool. Honestly, it looks highly feminine. I'm not sure if that's it though. Cool. I think I'm gonna go with the Fae, and let's take a look at what their characteristics are for the specific types. For the warrior, immaculate ship outfitted with state-of-the-art weaponry, good reputation on all planets, no money in the bank. Typical warrior, no money, good ship. Mercenary, small maneuverable ship with missile weaponry. I usually don't like small ships, because they usually give you like really small ships and you can't do much with them, and you have to buy a new hull as quickly as possible. No money in the bank, hostile reputation with Malox and Pillings. Okay. Large ship in awful condition with a slow engine. Good trading reputation with all races except for Malox. Why is this the case always? Interesting. An ideal ship for bounty hunter. No money and no good. Despised by Gals. Wow, that's a very, very concise description. Absolutely without means not counting a huge batch of narcotics in storage. By narcotics they mean drugs. This game is translated from Russian, so not all of the translation has gone smoothly, as you can see. Some glitches then. Awful reputation even among own race. This is classic pirate. Welcomed on Pelling planets exclusively because they are the pirate race. Oh, well, we could go with pirates with the Pelling. No, I said I'll go with Fae, so I'm gonna go with Fae. This is a really bad layout, actually. Ooh. Small maneuver. No. No money in the bank. I don't like this. Large ship in awful condition with a slow engine. Generally the engine is the first thing you buy anyway. Okay, we'll try this. The Iron Man, if somebody of you may be wondering this. Oh, can't even be clicked. Oh, there we go. Ah, I was clicking the wrong thing. This means that you can't... I think it means that you can't save. Manual saving is disabled. The game autosaves during takeoff, as you can see in the bottom right corner. So basically this means no saving before going to black holes. The best you have is autosave. And if you play another game, then that autosave is destroyed and you can't get back to it and that game's lost. I'm not going to be going with that, but of course we need a name. We're purple. We're Faean. Fae. We're gosh darn pretty, I guess. Let's go with the girl name. Jillian. Okay, now, here we go. Difficulty. We go with easy on everything, normal on everything, hard on everything, nightmare on everything. Basically, we can customize the options to our liking, but I think I'll go with easy on this because this game is not an easy game and I'm still not very good at it. Pirates, yep. Price spread, yeah, well, we'll want big. Scientists, geniuses, well, the Galleons, I guess, but Faeans and Galleons, but anyway, this basically, the pirates you fight can be weak, gonna be weak. Price spread, so for trading between planets and systems, you want the price spread to be big, so you can actually like buy cheap stuff at one place, sell it for a very high price at another. Of course, that's alterable. Scientists, basically how fast new technologies are being developed and how fast the ultimate technologies are developed. Like the storyline technologies, basically. Repairs. This is the technology lifespan, because technology wears down over time. Usually, only if you use it, I think. Well, by use it, it might be idly working like a scanner or a radar. It might be idly working and still just wearing down over time. So this means it's going to be wearing down slower. I'm going to be staying with that. Equipment, tough. Ooh, this is basically what the shops sell. And I want good equipment, so lots of new equipment in shops, yes. Quests, easy quests, I'm going to be going with that because I have a slow ship. I am not good at this. Yep, black holes, numerous. Black holes are places where you can go for the arcade battles, which is basically, it's literally an arcade battle. You have a little ship that you pilot around with the arrow keys and you fire with space and control. Or alt and control if you want. And luck. Yeah, we want good luck. So yeah, we're gonna be going with easy stuff. Ooh, advanced adjustment. Results from matches started with additional settings will not be counted in the records. I have not seen this and I'm not gonna bother with it right now. I'll check it out later. Here we have skills. We can start with any 2 of these 6 skills, slightly advanced. There is base accuracy, which means you have a slightly improved chance to hit with maximum damage. Base mobility, a chance to decrease, for the opponent to do minimum damage, a higher chance for them to do minimum damage. Then there is base technology skill, meaning your equipment is going to be degrading much slower. And you can also control probes that you can put into planets. Base commerce means you can sell things for more. Usually the resale price for just standard no commerce skill ranger is 50%. So you buy it for 100, sell it for 50. That's not good. Then there is the base charisma, which is how well you're perceived, your reputation, how well you're looked upon by others. That being ships, governments, factions, and whatnot. Base leadership allows you to control other ships, basically. With one leadership, you are able to have one subordinate. It goes upwards from there, basically. I always choose base technology and base commerce because they are the things that get you going fast in the beginning. In the beginning, you're not going to be fighting much. Well, hopefully not, at least. And you're going to have to repair your technology constantly. So base technology is very good, and anything you find you're going to be able to want to sell for as much as possible. That does not spread to like marketplace goods, but it does spread to equipment. I'll tell you all about this later. Now starting equipment. We can choose 2 pieces of equipment which we can start with. We get some equipment on the ship, but it's usually pretty bad. I usually pick the rocket launcher and the Triton? I'm used to calling it the Triton. Forgive me if I do that. It's a matter of, being used to it. These are usually the smallest things you can get, and you can sell them right away. Pardon me. But I think I'm gonna go the Triton and the engine, actually, because we're told that we have a slow engine, so we'll get a better engine and it may take up less space even. So I think we're done. Let's get started. Volunteers, you have made the right choice by joining the glorious Ranger ranks. The military may take pride in their fancy uniforms, but in the Klasan War 300 years ago, Space Rangers 1, sorry, as they suffered one defeat after another, it was the Rangers who solved the mystery of Machpelah and put an end to the most terrible war in the history of this sector of the galaxy. The Rangers are no cannon fodder, capable only of obeying orders. Every Ranger is his own general and supply battalion. Admittedly, over the centuries many have forgotten the Rangers' noble history and customs, but there's no better time to remind them. As you know, 6 years ago the coalition of intelligent races had encountered a new enemy, an enemy no less dangerous than the Klasan. They are called the Dominators and present a new form of cyberlife. As of yet, we do not know why they have begun attacking us, both on our planets and in space. Most Dominator robots have only a semblance of intelligence, so it stands to reason they are controlled by brain clusters. Initially, it was believed that they had only one such center, but this presumption proved a costly mistake for the Coalition fleet at the Battle of Gralgar. Now we know there is a minimum of 3 such centers, each controlling its own series of Dominators. We were able to learn the origin of these robots and some things about their inner workings, but this information is classified. Typical. Perhaps you will be granted access to it at a later date. Besides, now is not the time for lectures. The Dominators have already captured tons of planets and our fleet is still struggling to recover from the Gralgar massacre. But that is not all. Taking advantage of the fact that the brave warriors are occupied with the robot invaders, pirates have crawled out of the woodwork as well, bending weakened coalition systems to their will. The pirate threat was shrugged off at first, but it has become painfully clear that they pose as much risk to our civilization as the Dominators, that they are a part of it and may yet save some of it. Now we find ourselves waging a two-front war, and the coalition forces remain the weakest link in the struggle. This means that Space Rangers have once again become our last hope for survival. And now the only thing keeping you from eternal glory is a medical examination. But between you and me, due to the desperate situation on both fronts, the doctors were given a secret directive to give all candidates a clean bill of health. Dismissed, soldier! Yeah, okay, this is very inspiring. I am so ready for this. Let's go. On behalf of the Interstellar Coalition and the Dolphin Ranger Center in particular, I would like to thank all the true patriots enrolling into the Ranger Force in this hour of hardship. We all remember that 300 years ago, actually, it was the Rangers who put an end to the Klasan War that threatened the very existence of all 5 Coalition civilizations. The war was a lesson to us all, strengthening the unity of the Coalition. Thanks to this war, whatever misunderstandings arose in the last 2 centuries were resolved swiftly. 3 centuries. And peacefully. This long-standing peace was broken 6 years ago when unidentified aggressors attacked a science expedition from Earth in a remote star system. According to their last message, the enemy resembled the Klasan. However, the Klasan always waged combat in space, whereas this attack took place planetside. Thus the Coalition met a new enemy, and one that looks like a mix between the Klasan and war machines of alien design. The machines self-reproduce at a rapid pace, taking over one system after another, fighting with equal skill on planets, in open space, and in hyperspace. The Earthlings from the first encounter had named them Dominators. Alas, despite the heroism of our military, the attempt to crush the enemy in one fell swoop at the Battle of Gralgar proved disastrous. As we suffered tremendous losses, the Dominators were able to withdraw their brain center, Blazer, from the main strike, as well as Keller and Terron. At present, they are continuing to reproduce at unknown bases in remote space. Dire times are upon us. Alas, that's not all of it. When we threw all our troops to fight the Dominator invasion, the United Pirate Force attacked the Coalition in the back. For the first time since Ratchahan, they are headed by a powerful and ambitious leader, capable of keeping those rebels and anarchists under his heel. His identity is not known to us, or even the majority of low-ranking pirates. All we know is that the pirates have never been as strong as they are under his command. We are losing system after system to their control, due to unscrupulous merchants doing business with the pirates and other such opportunists. We can't even keep full control of our front lines. Our brilliant strategists are hard at work concocting plans how to psych the pirates and the Dominators against one another. But, sadly, nothing has worked thus far. Maybe you'll have some fresh ideas? No? Pity. Our situation is becoming increasingly difficult with each passing day. There are alarmists going among us who claim that we are losing this war, which makes your patriotism and will to victory all the more inspiring. Can I go fight? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Can I go fight now? Would you like to complete a Ranger training course first? This is a unique possibility to learn the basics of navigation, shooting, handling cargo, and conducting trade absolutely free. I think we're going to do that, but first I'm going to actually pause and call it there for now. Just to keep video length to a shorter time. Better for YouTube, shorter for you to watch. Also, that was just a huge dump of information, so you're probably trying to figure out what all this is. Coalition, Dominators, pirates, equipment, merchants, yada yada yada. Basically, I'm going to wrap it up. So thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye bye.